Bonjour. This is Laurent for National Living France, coming to you today from our home in the south of France, and here today to talk to you about getting a French visa. You have fallen in love with France, like myself, and you can't imagine living anywhere else. Well, I have good news for you because it is possible. Definitely have to be motivated to go into the visa process. It's going to take some paperwork. It's not a long process, just takes getting some documents together and going to one visa appointment. Before we get started, I just wanted to be clear that this is for a long-term, long-stay visa. Perhaps you'd like to just check out France for a year or two, or you'd love to just live here permanently, or you'd like to retire in France. This is going to get you on the road. There are no visa requirements. I'm sure many of you know this for short stays in France. 3 months, 90 days, no visa necessary. This is for 3 months to 1 year visa. When you're in France, at the 1 year period, you will go and renew your visa. It will change into a residency card, and you do that here at a French office. So just getting you on the road, coming to France, hopefully living your dreams. What you need to also keep in mind is that even though it is a headache, it is a very clear, straightforward process. I'm going to give you the overview of the process, the steps that you'll need to take, and then we'll go into specific documentation that you'll need to get together. First of all, you need to remember, keep in mind, very important website. Again, very simple, easy to remember. It's France-Visas. This is going to be the first step of the process. This website has all the information I'm going to tell you about today and more. This is the first step in applying. You're going to go to this website, you're going to fill out the application form. Very important also to keep in mind is that you cannot apply for the long-term visa more than 3 months before your departure date. So keep that 3-month date in mind. Definitely recommend that you apply right at that 3-month period to give you some wiggle room for processing times. So you have applied online. They're going to ask you various questions. You're going to have your passport number ready to go. The next thing you're going to do, you applied online France-Visas. You are going to make an appointment at a French visa processing center. These visa application centers are in major U.S. cities. There are 9 of them, and the French visa processing is no longer handled at the consulate. You're going to either go on the French-Visa website, or you can contact these visa processing centers directly. They are called VSF. Again, the letter V, letter S, letter F, and you just need to Google and you can find them, their offices directly. There are 9 of these, and these are in 9 major cities in the U.S. They're in Washington, D.C., Boston, Chicago, Atlanta, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. I think I got everything. If not, I'll put it in the comments. So, to keep in mind, for example, my hometown is Ventura, California. I'm about an hour and a half for Los Angeles, so that would be very convenient for me. I'm very fortunate to have new friends, a retired couple. They live about 15 minutes from us in the seaside town of Senary-sur-Mer here in the south of France, and they are from Arizona. So when they went through the visa application process, they had to go to Los Angeles in order to do their face-to-face meeting. For the face-to-face meeting, you keep in mind also you will need to leave your passport because they're going to put the visa in your passport and you're going to go back and pick it up. If you are long distance, like our friends from Arizona, you definitely want to choose the mailing option. If you want your visa mailed to you with your passport, you're going to have to let them know during the visa application appointment. At this appointment, you also need to pay the fee, which at this time is $110. They're going to take a passport, a standardized photo of you, and also do some fingerprinting. This is for the visa. It's called probably aware of this, a biometric visa. And after you are done with this appointment, you're going to have your application with you and a lot of documentation that you're going to need to show to them, which I'll go into next. You can track the status of your visa online, which again is very comforting, very reassuring. The quickest turnaround time I have heard of is a week, 10 days. You can expect 2 to 3 weeks after this appointment to be notified of your visa status, if it's been accepted or not. And the processing center is not responsible for making decisions on the visa. This is handled by the embassy. They're just a third party taking care of the processing. So that is the nuts and bolts. Applying online, visa, face-to-face appointment at a visa center. What you'll need to get together, and recommended, you're going to have your originals and you're going to have copies of everything, because they're going to want to see the originals and then they're going to take the copies. You have your application, you're going to have a cover letter stating why you would like to go to France, your itinerary. They want just to see where you'll be traveling around to. You can attach airline tickets, rail pass as like supporting documents. You also want to show proof of accommodation. They don't expect you to have bought a house in France or have a lease. Just need to show hotels where you've booked. Perhaps you secured an Airbnb for 2 or 3 months. That's all they need, just proof of where you're going to be staying when you land in France. Financial support. You're going to need to provide bank statements. These can be income, rental income, and Social Security benefits. Very important question. Everybody is thinking of how much money is this, and it's not a lot, thankfully. You just need to prove that you have enough funds that match the French minimum wage. At the time of this recording, it's about 14,000 euro, which translates to $15,500. Of course, perhaps you're planning on a larger budget than that to come and live in France, but that's just the minimum requirement for the visa. Another very important thing, they need to show proof of health insurance. So health insurance that covers you for the full 1 year period. This is going to be, it has to be 30,000 euro minimum, and not just to cover France, but all of the other countries in the Schengen zone, because you'll be able to travel around Europe through these countries freely. If you need help finding a travel health insurance company, please check out the Facebook group called Americans Retiring in France, because they have great information, and you can also kind of commiserate about the visa process, but they will steer you in the right direction to get travel health coverage. You also need obviously your passport, 3 passport-sized photos, and a copy of criminal record that you can get at a local government office. That is about it, as I can remember. If I missed anything, I'll definitely check my notes and I'll put it in the comments. I am here to help you with anything that you need. I'd definitely love to see you here in France, get you on the visa path. Don't be afraid of it. As again, Americans retiring in France, they've been through it, they're here, and now they're living the belle vie, the beautiful life in France. Hope to see you here soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I wish you a great day. Very bonne journée from the south of France. Au revoir.